Hey everybody, welcome back to the Proton Pack is Not a Toy. Last week I picked up this LC-1 Alice frame with straps, kidney pad, and quick release waist belt. So this is going to be used on my new build, my Ghostbusters 1984 Proton back build that I'm going to kick off here pretty soon as the parts start rolling in. One thing I wanted to really talk about though is kind of comparing the LC-1 and the LC-2. What are you getting when you have one or the other, and what packs do they go with? So I've done a little research, looked at some posts online, and watched a few videos of the Proton pack scenes from Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, so you can kind of see the comparisons between the packs there. So let's start off with 1984. The packs that they used were, the hero packs used these LC-1 frame straps, everything you see on this one. And the only other packs they had at the time were stunt packs, and they had a different setup of straps, but hardly anybody ever replicates those because it was a foam pack. It didn't have all the details and the accuracy of the things that you would really want to have to look at it up close for a hero pack, the ones that everybody recognizes and usually wants to build. So when Ghostbusters 2 came along, they changed some of the aesthetics of the original packs from the first Ghostbusters, and they built a new set of packs as well. Those packs are what is referred to as semi-hero packs, and they're basically aesthetically the same that you would see from the first movie packs. So what they did was, any of the scenes where they actually fire the Proton pack or turn it on, they used the original 1984 packs. And in those scenes, when you look at the Ghostbusters from the front, or where you can see the straps, you can tell that they still have the same LC-1 setup on there. One of the telltale signs is going to be this V shape here on the top of the straps. There also is not as much bend, or this is pretty much flat here. In LC-2s they stand out a little bit more, and there's more of a bend here as well. And then you'll notice the difference in the waist belt as well. The semi-hero packs used LC-2 frames and pads, and I've got those currently set up on the pack that I have. Let me pick it up. This is a beast. Okay, so you'll notice that as opposed to the V shape, it's just the straight up and down line right there on the straps, and the clips are these large plastic clips. And the kidney pad provides a lot more support as well. So if you look at it from the side, you'll see how much this crossbar stands out on the back, whereas on the LC-1 it's pretty much just straight across. On the 1984 hero packs that are used in Ghostbusters 2, you'll see the webbing with the V shape on the top. You'll also see this red danger label on the back of the motherboard. There'll be a screw here between the rivets on the back of the motherboard that's silver, and so that stands out pretty obviously. And then there's also 3 rivets here on the back of the power cell where they have the power cell lights mounted from the inside. If it's a pack that's a semi-hero pack, this red danger label is going to be absent. There's going to be a Makita battery actually mounted there that's going to run the electronics from the outside, and then you won't see the screw there, you won't see the rivets here, and then you're going to see most likely you're going to see the webbing that looks like this. It's not the V, it's just the one right there. They did later in production change the straps. They added a lot more padding, and it's not just later in the movie, it's later in production. So you see them sprinkled in and out with the super straps with a lot more padding throughout Ghostbusters 2. And that was just more comfort for the actors, just the weight of the packs. And those you'll see on the semi-hero packs, and you'll also see them on the hero packs as well. So there were a few packs in each category, hero and semi-hero. They also did some stunt packs, but you don't see those as much. But the main differences between the two are going to be the strap setup and those things on the back of the motherboard I talked about. That's just from this side of the pack. There are going to be differences that you'll see on the other side of the pack as well. In the courtroom scene where Ray is shooting up in the air at one of the Scoleri brothers, you'll see on the back, on these fins right here, I believe it's this one and this one, on the power cell. In 1984, in the Ghostbusters first movie, where you'll see Ray chasing Slimer down the hallway, there was a little bit of a thin spot here on the end of these ribs, and so the light would bleed through. So much so that when they made Ghostbusters the video game, they referenced that pack, and they thought that these were two other spots for lights on the back of the pack. So if you play the video game and you see two little lights right here, that's why that's there, because they thought that that was lights when it was actually just a thin spot in the fiberglass. The part in Ghostbusters 2 I was referring to, as Ray turns around as he's shooting up at one of the Scoleri brothers, you'll actually see that it's a little bit thinner on those two ribs, and that's one of the signs that you're going to be able to tell that it's one of the original hero packs from 1984. I also want to mention why they had the different packs between the hero packs and the semi-hero packs from Ghostbusters 2. They could have just used the hero packs from Ghostbusters throughout Ghostbusters 2, and they did use them for the moments where they fired the gun, like I said, and where they turned it on in the Do-Re Egon scene. Those are the hero packs from 1984, but they use the semi-heroes a lot in pretty much the rest of the movie for just walking around having a pack on, because they took a lot of weight out of it. A lot of the things that were aluminum in the hero packs are resin and lighter in weight in the semi-hero packs, and also they don't have as much in the form of batteries and electronics on the inside of the packs, and so it was able to help the actors not get so worn out wearing the packs all day as they're shooting. So that's why they had multiple packs that they used back and forth. The Ghostbusters 1984 packs did have a function, and there was a reason to keep them around, is because it helped the special effects guys be able to project where that proton stream was going to be going, because they had the flash bulb in the end of the gun, whereas they didn't have to have that in the semi-hero packs because they were just pretty much just for show. I'm in the process of discovering or rediscovering some of these details as I start to build a pack again. Some of these things I had to look up and understand the first time I was working through building a pack, the nuances, the different parts, the differences between a couple of the packs. And some of you who are watching this are like, duh, this is common knowledge, things that you should know. But there are others of you that are new to pack building, or you've never built one before and you're thinking about it, and these are the things that I want you to be able to follow along with and consider if this is something that you're going to do here in the future. So hopefully that's helpful to you. The next thing on the docket for me, I haven't ordered it yet, but I need to get the padding that's going to be on the top of the Alice frame here, the little roll that goes on the top. And then I need to get the correct tape to apply that on there as well. The one that I have on the pack that I have currently is inaccurate, and so I'm going to have to change that too for the setup that I have currently. So I appreciate you following along with this video, and if you've made it this far, thank you. And then also, if you are interested in following along with the build and you don't want to miss any videos, then go ahead and subscribe. And I've picked up a lot of subscribers since I asked you guys to subscribe to follow along the last time since I announced that I was going to build another pack, and I thank you guys for being excited about it. I'm excited too, and once these parts start rolling in, we'll really get going, and I have a lot of content for you. But until then, we're just going to kind of do it as it trickles in, and if I can sprinkle in a little knowledge here and there, then I'll do so that we can all have more information together. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you down the line.